Accusations of sexual abuse against the Boy Scouts of America reaching a boiling point once again tonight.
Attorneys in New York are bringing those so-called perversion files back into focus, naming thousands of former volunteers accused of sexually assaulting children.
Dozens are from right here in Ohio. 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis is digging into the list tonight. And Joe, why is this list front and center once again?
Well, Danita, it's all because of new laws in New York and New Jersey, which is giving alleged victims more time to come forward.
They've had this information and have not protected the children which they are to serve. They have protected the pedophiles among their ranks.
Attorneys in New York and New Jersey outlining the so-called perversion files. They claim show more than 7,800 perpetrators the Boy Scouts believe were involved in sexually abusing children from 1965 to 1985. News 5 determined 57 on the list are from Ohio. Attorneys say the documentation, which also includes 12,000 alleged instances of sexual abuse, was only kept to keep those on the list from continuing in scouting and nothing more.
They may have removed them from scouting, but they never alerted the community that this teacher, this coach, this scout leader is known to them to be a child molester.
The list only made public after a civil lawsuit was brought by Oregon law firm Crew and Jancy in 2012. The Boy Scouts of America responding, saying, "We care deeply about all victims of child sex abuse and sincerely apologize to anyone who was harmed during their time in scouting." Every instance of suspected abuse was reported to law enforcement.
Boy Scouts of America, since at least the 1940s, have maintained files of all those who've been accused of molestation.
Just last year, News 5 investigator Ron Regan working with California sexual abuse attorney Anthony DeMarco, a story that uncovered 86 victims in 26 states in the Boy Scout Explorer program and resulted in youth protection training policy improvements by the Boy Scouts of America. DeMarco told me continued awareness of the perversion files promotes better laws, policy changes, and lets the victims know they're not alone.
Those that are courageous enough to come forward are often told they need to have corroboration. There need to be other victims. And unfortunately, there's not enough courage.
And those attorneys in New Jersey and New York held a press conference in connection with new laws in those states expanding the statute of limitations, allowing alleged victims to take legal action until the age of 55. In Ohio, alleged victims must come forward within 20 years of being sexually abused. Live in the Tech Center, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis.